Yeah. I hate that. It's fine. Mm, mm. Mm. Mm, mm. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Mm, mm. Mm. Oh, shoot. Oh. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Mm, mm. Hi. You. You're.
Hey!
Hey!
I'm so sorry about the wait. We were just finishing something up.
Don't worry.
Producers can be so fucking needy. I mean, between you and me, they are giant babies. You've been waiting long?
Just a few minutes.
Good. Great. Oh, I hate being late to things.
Oh man, me too.
One of the producers is a good friend of mine, and even he is getting on my last nerve. Anyway, hi.
Hi.
Dee Watkins. Okay, let me just look at your resume here, get a little refresher. Oh, I forgot to ask this in your initial audition. Is Dee short for anything?
Denise.
Huh.
Named after my grandmother.
Nice. Yeah, I can understand why you decided to go by Dee, though. It's cleaner. So, my assistant gave you the rundown
A rundown?
of what we'll be doing.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Awesome. So you don't have to read again. This time is just for me to get to know more about you. See how we vibe, you know? I run a really collaborative room, and it's important to me that everyone clicks and that everyone feels like they have the space to contribute.
I like that.
Now, a lot of directors think they have good give and take with their artists, but so I try to do everything I can to be true to my word.
Really leading a revolution, huh? Oh, thanks for calling me back, by the way.
No, 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 no. No need to thank me. You gave a great first read. Pretty hard to pass up.
Still, it was.
Hey, you belong here, okay? I'm serious. I was really excited when I found you. And I hope this works out.
Me too.
The search has been pretty intense, but I want to get this right, like really right. And, usually I don't do this sort of thing.
Auditions?
No, I do that, but I don't usually do them like this. But I made an exception for you.
Over Zoom, you mean?
Yes. Well, yeah, Zoom auditions are, I guess we're all new to that. But it's just that at this level, people usually need an agent to submit them.
Ah, I get it.
It's so formal and bullshit, of course, but it's just the way things are done,
Oh, I know. I've been stuck in EMC land for a long time.
Oh, God, that union threshold can be so hard to break through. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, it's not such a pretty picture once you're in the union either.
I'll remember that the next time I'm in line all day for an equity audition. Sorry.
No need to apologize. You're honest. I like that.
Some might say mouthy.
Then those some aren't the right collaborators for you.
So, if you don't usually see non-equity, then why me? I mean, I'm flattered, don't get it twisted, but I'm curious.
I love that. Always feel like you can ask me questions. You totally can. Anyway, there's just something about you. I've got an instinct about these things. And you've got a great look. Really perfect for this. I've been working with the same people for a while now. I like to have a strong bond and relationship with my collaborators, but it's time for some new blood. And with the show getting picked up, it's really important that we bring things to the next level.
I get that. Have you got everyone cast, or?
This part is my only missing puzzle piece, but from one of those really impossible 5,000 piece puzzles that's just like color gradients. The rest of the original cast is coming along. So
It was just the leading role that was vacant.
I feel like I need to be honest about something. Just full transparency. The actor playing Iris bowed out before the transfer, but that happens.
Why'd she leave? If that's okay to ask.
Totally. We had some creative differences in the end, and I think the rest is really Mia's story to tell. But the long and short of it is she had some personal stuff to deal with. It wasn't the right time for her to take on a project of this size. And it was for the best, really. I mean, she was great, just not quite what we needed at this stage. And you're good with the timing? We're aiming to work in the new Iris starting next week.
That's quick.
Yeah, well, this business, we move fast.
I can make it work.
Great. And were you able to see the first run?
I didn't get a chance. The restaurant where I work is constantly understaffed.
Yeah, and the ticket price wasn't great either, huh?
Well, yeah, that too.
That's pretty much what I was just fighting with the producers about just now. I want them to make a ticketing policy that opens the door for more people to see this show and not just through the lottery. Seth, he's one of the producers. He is the only one who's in my corner. That's what's really got me bummed about moving the show. These Broadway prices are such a crime, and off-Broadway really isn't any better. You know that. You'd probably need 2 more jobs to afford a regular price ticket, yeah? Sorry. There I go, making assumptions. It's just like, I used to work in restaurants and I would never want to go back.
Right. Let's just say it would be a really nice one-time only birthday and Christmas gift to myself. And even then, I'd probably have to be way the hell back in the mezzanine.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I am trying to push to make things better. You know, what the hell good am I if I don't use my influence to make sure it's not just like old white folks who see this thing? I think it's really important that POC get to see this show.
Definitely.
She's changing the game. She's paving the way.
They've ruined so much, and she's going to take it back.
She's going to take it all back.
For women,
For all of us. A trailblazer.
a doer.
A real go-getter.
What will she do next?
I can't wait to see what she'll do next. She's my hero. Me too.
Me too.
Fuck. What a director. What an artist.
What an inspiration.
Ilana.
Alana.
So, Dee, what drew you to this work?
The play or?
Oh, the theater.
That's a big question.
Absolutely. I don't believe in wading through the small shit. Theater is about the biggest moments of our lives, especially Greek theater. Might as well get into it.
I can't even remember the last time someone asked me that. I've always loved it. This might sound cliche, but it feels like home.
And what does home mean?
It's a place where you get to be you, where you can be ugly, vulnerable, wide open.
You get to be that.
Yes, exactly.
No, I mean you get to be that.
Oh, right.
That's something I talk about with actors all the time. How it's important to say I statements so that you're not trying to get away from your own feelings. You're saying you instead of I is this tiny way that we shut ourselves out from our own lives. A professor in an undergrad acting class taught me that when I was 18, and it rocked my world. What are you thinking about?
I think it's also about not putting your shit on someone else. Like, if I use you instead of I, then I don't have to take on the truth of what I'm saying. Someone else is holding it for me.
Huh. I like that. God, I love smart actors. I wish there were more like you. So, the theater feels like home. And why is that important to you?
Home is really hard to find.
You're still looking for yours.
It's like,
You've never known what home is.
No, that's not it. I had a great childhood and all that. It's more like I've been living in the city for nearly 10 years now, and I still feel like I'm trying to get my footing, and it's something that we need to.
I need.
Right. It's something I need to belong to something, to somewhere.
You want to be part of something.
Sure, but it's not quite that. It's a need to feel grounded. I want to be rooted in myself, and theater helps me do that. And it's where I get to be wild. Every time I become a character, I find something new about myself, and that takes me closer to who I'm meant to be. I think that's connected to what Iris wants too.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Because she's a messenger for the gods. She can't be part of the sea or the sky. So she can't stay still, can't settle into her own. I feel that. And people look at her all the time. She's this great beauty, right? But do they really see her?
What do you mean?
She's a rainbow, so her function is to bring joy to other people when they look at her. But rainbows are transparent. Like, if you flew into the sky straight at a rainbow, eventually it would disappear. The closer you got to it, the less you would see. Whatever she holds inside, no one can get to it. So she's giving constantly, making other people happy. But she never gets a chance to feel any of that herself or to be recognized.
It's important for you to be seen.
Sure. Isn't that important for everyone?
Have you ever played a role like Iris before? Something as big as her? It's okay if you haven't.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime role.
That's not what I asked.
I got to play some big parts in undergrad, and I've been the ingenue a few times in some very DIY Shakespeare productions, but nothing like this. Iris is a dream role.
And you said you've been here for 10 years?
Sometimes I'll leave to do tours or do summer stops somewhere, but yeah, this has been my base. A whole decade. Strange to think about it like that.
And you still haven't broken through. I'm just surprised is all. You're really great.
Even if I am, I'm among a sea of greats. It's not easy to stand out.
Yeah, well, there's plenty making it harder than it needs to be. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with you. I mean, you speak so well. You really got to know Iris.
She deserves that.
You see? God, this is why I want new people on the team. A fresh perspective. Someone who's an outsider.
An outsider?
No, that's a good thing. Sometimes being an insider fucks with you. It makes you unable to see things clearly. New people can shake things up. And I want people like you to have a platform, to have a shot at
people like me?
Yes. Someone like you who can Sorry about that. It's silenced. Shouldn't bother us again.
Are you sure you don't need to get
No, it's fine. It's just my agent. What was I saying?
People like me.
Right. People like you who can bring something new to the table, I mean. Sometimes when you're developing a new play, have you ever been a part of the development process before?
I've done readings, but
people can get so close to these characters that it stunts them. The characters stop growing or evolving, and that hurts the play. You follow me?
That makes sense.
Can I tell you something, Dee?
Sure.
I love this play. I love this play so fucking much. How do you feel about it?
I think it's a really special piece.
Exactly. It's an important play, a necessary one. I know I can be pushy, but I am like that because a play like this needs a full-throated effort. People need to see it, but they need to see it in its best, truest form. Where this piece was in the workshop, it was great. That's why producers believe in it. That's why they're giving us more money to give it a bigger audience. but we need the world to believe in it too. If they can't feel it in their bones, we haven't done our jobs. There is a lot of pressure for this to be the next big hit, and I don't mind being honest about how much that freaks me out. So we need to do better than great. And to do that, we've got to skim off another layer, peel back whatever is holding the show back. People, this play, it's still looking to find itself. What was the word you used?
The root.
I think that you can help me find its root. What do you say? You want to do that?
I'd love to.
You want in?
Yes, absolutely. Wow. Wow. Thank you.
No, believe me, it should be me thanking you. It's time you were given something meaty like this. You're up for the challenge, I can tell. And, I don't have to tell you what a role like this can do for your career. Hang on, Dee. I'm so sorry. Just 1 second, okay?
Did you see it? Which article did you read?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
How dare they do that to her?
Do you think it's true?
Of course it's true.
Okay, but how do you know?
Why did you even ask that?
I just want to be sure. Allegations like this pop up all the time.
You're being obtuse.
You're being a moron.
I'm just saying. I've heard she plays the victim a lot.
What an asshole.
There's no way that woman is faking.
It's true.
It's
all true.
She was so brave to step forward.
She put herself out there.
It can't be for nothing.
What are we going to do now?
We have to do something.
They can't get away with this.
They won't get away with this.
Has Alana responded yet?
Do you think she will?
I think she said enough.
I'm not interested in hearing from her.
What about an apology?
Who cares about her apologies?
They're hollow.
Lip service.
Empty words.
So, an apology would be good.
She's not who I thought she was.
Not who I thought she was.
Not who I thought she was.
Sorry about that, Dee. Just some business.
You're out of breath.
What?
You seem out of breath.
Oh, a little frazzled is all.
What's got you frazzled?
Oh, nothing. Just work stuff.
Seemed like it was an intense phone call. Before you turned off your camera? Seemed like there was some shit going down. Something extra frazzling.
What did you see?
Does it matter? It's all bad.
Can you let me explain?
I don't know what needs to be explained. It seems pretty clear to me.
I think if you just let me walk you through everything.
I heard plenty.
Okay, no, hang on. What is it you think you heard?
You weren't looking for new blood. This wasn't about bringing fresh eyes to the process.
I do need new people.
You didn't have creative differences. You shoved me out.
Okay, yes, but it's more complicated than that. There's
So what is it then?
It's about being a team. about having the right team to move forward. She wasn't ready for that. As I said, her work wasn't ready for that.
Really?
Yes. Mia did great work during development, but there was a point where we stalled.
You told me this already.
Yes, but there's more to it. You could feel it in the room. It lacked buzz. It wasn't driving forward anymore. She took the role as far as she could, and I think she knew that. I tried to push her, but it wasn't working.
You hurt her.
No, her work was affecting the rest of the cast. It wasn't fair to them. That's the real issue. I mean, there's no shame in reaching a stopping point, but when your behavior starts to hurt the people around you, I couldn't take her to Broadway. I
Wow.
think she's just frustrated.
Even now, you won't admit it.
Okay,
What about what happened with the producer?
Again, it's more complicated than anyone realizes.
Is that why you wanted me? Because I'm not equity? You thought it would be easier to get me on board because I would be
Dee,
desperate enough.
let's just calm down and talk about this rationally.
What did you just say to me?
Sorry. Things are just really intense. But I think we can work this out if you'll just let me walk you through everything. Will you let me do that? Okay. Mia and I have worked together for a long time, and she was my first choice for Iris. God, I think she's a fine actor, and she could have been big. But there is a lot going on with her that most people don't know about. She didn't mention that in the video or to the papers, did she?
No.
And I don't think she should, that's her business. I don't think she should have to put that out there if she doesn't want to. But the stuff with Seth, I mean, it just makes no sense.
Why is that?
Seth would never do that. He is not the kind of man who would go after an actor like that.
You mean assault them?
You just have to trust me on this. He is a good guy. He's the one who was on my side about making the show accessible, remember? And Mia has been under a lot of stress lately. I think, the pressure of the show transferring just got to her, and she came after us. She lawyered up. She was going to ruin all of the hard work that we put into this.
What about the work she put in? It was her work, too.
Right. You're right. But don't you see? She didn't leave me a choice.
You ruined her.
Not exactly.
Because you and the producers have been blacklisting her all over town.
That's not true.
What? You've got something else you want to spin? Why are you believing some rich guy over her?
Okay, that's enough. I appreciate you wanting to stand up for her. What can I say that would fix this? Dee, let me level with you. Mia is not going to be in this play. I'm sad about that. I really am. She's one of my closest friends. This whole thing hangs really heavy on me.
Then you could have helped her. Why didn't you do something?
Like I said, I didn't have a choice.
I think you had plenty of choices.
The things that have been done, I can't undo. I don't have the kind of power you think I do, and I can't just magically fix this. I'm just a director. I have my bosses too. Now, I'm trying to move forward. This play is gonna happen, that much is true. So we might as well try to get something out of this situation, right? You are right for Iris. I feel that.
No, come on. You could find another person in a second.
No.
Clearly.
No, I can't. I need the right person. It matters who plays Iris.
You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I am asking you to be in a play on Broadway.
I'd be a scab, basically. A betrayer of assault survivors.
No one would think that. They would just think you're an actor who took a job. Who could blame someone for that?
I'd be betraying another Black woman. You will never understand what that means. That might not be a big deal to you, but it is to me. That matters.
I hear that. But you would be in a play that would change the trajectory of your entire life. Doesn't that count for something?
No.
I don't believe
Oh my
that.
God, just stop. Why me? Why do you need me so fucking badly?
Everyone else said no. Everyone in my circle, I mean, they're friends with Mia.
And shouldn't that tell you something? I just don't feel good about this. I'm saying no.
You can save this play. You can help me fix this. I'm not a bad person, Dee, and I've worked so long and so hard on this play. I just want to see it work.
Are you having a stroke or something?
Be able to move on and it will all blow over.
Alana? Are you okay? Please don't do that.
Ilana, what are you going to do next?
I'm going to write a public apology to Mia.
Who are you?
And what is it not going to be?
Incredibly vague and unspecific.
That's right. What else?
I'm going to tell the truth about Seth. Mia's not the only one who's told me what he's done to them.
And?
I'm going to resign from the production.
Good. It's a start.
What the fuck is going on? What just happened to Alana?
She chose a better path.
Chose? Okay, maybe that doesn't matter. What happens now?
We leave. Our work's done for now.
And the play?
There's a vacancy now. A space to fill.
Iris.
Something bigger.
You want me to direct?
The play. The movement. Both. Neither. Whatever you like.
I'm an actor, not a director.
You're an artist.
Sure, but I've never directed.
Every leader has been a follower before. Everyone has their first.
I don't know.
What if no one had told you there was a ladder to climb, with rungs that were placed just so?
Then there'd be no two-storied houses or kitchens with tall cabinets. This is a lot, what you want me to do.
We know. But it's yours, if you want it. The space to create something new. They're calling for you. Will you answer? Do you hear them? Do you hear them singing? They are yours.